Alright, so, because teen, I don't get credit for this, I do still get the discount. I don't know what mods break certain plants being able to grow at all, but cow plants are one of the ones where you would have to cheat to grow one at all, so I just skip that once I've gotten the other ones done. Not that I need the points. I'm not there yet. But this. Last season's rebate day happened before I could make this one happen. I didn't have enough money on hand to make that one happen. So, this season's rebate day gets to cover this one and the next one and the 30 windows, which can just be removed again. I need to spend 89,000. And I do this on rebate day, so I get a rebate on most of the things I get. Some things seem to not be eligible, but the 30 windows and the $5,000 of landscaping. 89. So spend down to about 62. I usually go just over to be safe. Well, easiest way to do this. You cost more, but I don't like the look of you. So I will go with you. Having there being music at all is weird, because I don't usually have it there. I think I want you to go away, actually. Were you? Yeah, you did need to back up that half step. Okay. Go away. Stop that. No, I can't listen to that. Right, well that's the easiest money to spend. There's a lot of appliances and stuff you just don't have a use for, and I could get rid of even more things if I were willing to spend the vampire points on them. Like, you still technically have a hygiene need when you don't need to. Oh, right. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Then there's you're the one. That's way more of those than I need to offset anything, but that's fine. It's just some easy money to spend on stuff. Okay. Cheapy computer can go away. I should deal with. That's not what I wanted. I wanted you to grab the thing sitting on top of it, you stupid motherfucking game. That. You get out of the way. The cheap versions of things get tucked away. I know it's there. Go the fuck away. Which one? Nope, you have the ugly fixtures. You have the ones that are less bad. Yeah. Excuse you. Stop that. Expensive desk. Expensive computer. There are more expensive chairs than the ones you sort into this category. By default. Yep, all the other dining chairs. You are the most expensive chair by far. You are not the most comfortable chair, but you cost a lot more than everything else. And then a table to do homework on. Those are too big. So that's going to be the most expensive table, but it's also, I mean, it's not like I don't have the space. I have better uses of the space than that. You're the most expensive small table. Oh, I see. Actually, a 2x will fit in that. Nope. Mm. I don't need a bed. I'm still using a shower. Most of you are hideous. Um, guess that one will work. Get a more expensive mirror. I haven't been using it. With the celebrity thing comes obnoxious fucking quirks that show up for no good reason. I keep getting and having to buy the thing to get rid of the emotion bomb one because teenagers have, you know, those waves of emotions and that just piggybacks on it and makes it worse. But also the vampire eternal sadness means it piggybacks off that, so I have to keep getting rid of it. And there were skills that skill books. Haven't been training in the mirror that I could because I don't want to have to keep getting stuck with and keep having to get rid of Vane Street. Fucking things. 975. Yeah. Honestly, though, I mean, vampires can't see them. Vampires do not have reflections. Oh, there's a gap. If I get those other ones, it's more seamless. It's fine. No. I'll just stick with you. Oh. Not that I've been using it. Most expensive couch. Yeah. far, with the energy stuff aside, I've just exchanged for more expensive versions of shit I already had. Not that this make room for more windows, or make room for windows, which will then go away after I get my rebate. The rebate doesn't always distribute immediately, so I let things sit until it does, and then that shit gets to go back away. Don't want to forget the landscaping and the windows. I don't know if I want to change the walls. If I'm going to care about how they look, I have to scroll backwards a bit to get to ones I would actually want. You are the most expensive single space window. So if I'm just going to deal with that, oh, right, then I'd have to get the other ones in a different way. So I'm going to have to reposition you to fit more of these. That'll get me 23. I am not keeping you. Thankfully, windows are one of those things that don't lose value, so I can get rid of them and not lose money in the process. Now, I guess whatever's expensive then will go up above. You are too big. Okay. You're not. Okay. 23, 24, 25. You won't do it over the door. 26, 27, 28, 29. This is so ugly. So very, no, you are too tall. Fuck it. There. You look hideous. I hate you a lot. But it spends more of the money very temporarily. And then I can add more than 5K in landscaping. Landscaping is a real easy way to spend a bunch of money. You do lose the value, so laying out stuff you don't want. No, the easiest way to do it is just to put out a handful of these. usually what I end up doing. But also usually farther along is I can set up these along the fence line and have an entire wall. And because the double costs slightly less than if you were to just double this, I actually use these to spend more of the money. I have spent enough, but I'm going to finish that. Of course, I still need to spend 20,000 to get to that house value. There are easier and more difficult ways to just cheese that. I think you get all your money back if you put down a pool. I could just do it that way. I don't need to do it that way, but I could. Or there are other skill-related items that I could get myself. Don't need much more logic, but there's also the prints that I can get from you. But if I'm going to go for an easy to acquire collection without just buying it outright, which is what I usually do, there's that. Oh, speaking of which, I forgot about. The thing I was going to do. Buy skill books. Like, I can click on the bookshelf and buy them that way, but to buy them this way, this will get me to the right section of stuff to get to the books. You can also buy spell books this way, but I really just want to get a collection of skill books. Scroll back until I'm not seeing books anymore. These are, yeah, not the right kinds of. Those are standard reading books, not skill books. Good. Okay. Now, I can't plunk them into the bookshelf, but also if I did, it wouldn't register them as value. I don't need you, I've mastered you. I did not yet master fitness, but I don't actually need the books for that either. Limit myself to only the books that I would actually benefit from. I don't use cooking, so I haven't learn cooking. I'm not going to learn mischief any. I could just paint. That's something I can do in a practical way. Way too easily. I've already mastered that. I keep getting school projects that will get me there. I'm trying to spend money, but I'm still skipping the ones that are way too easy to get otherwise. I'm never going to do that one. Yeah, getting the skill books for stuff I'm not going to do otherwise. I don't know if you'll actually give me that. I've had it fail to let me learn those. I do intend to go do that practically at some point. I can't at the moment because I can only make weekend trips without missing school. I could craft, but it's a pain in the ass. These ones are obnoxious to work on. I'm not actually going to do those. I did rock climbing. Yeah, I just stand outside and work on that. Wonder. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, right. And then there's the other skills that I have zero use for. Where did the... Well, that pushed me over the limit. All those skill books. Okay. Yep. Now wait for my rebate and then get rid of those ugly fucking windows. And put my walls back down to a normal height. And I think if it's in the household inventory, I don't get charged the extra taxes on that shit. I'll put it back in storage. No. I didn't change my front door, so I don't have to change the settings on the front door. Yeah, 104. Now, what was that? Right, I'm just gonna let you sit on that. I got back home from school, so I've already done the lab to get stuff. I want to pick those up, but I've already mastered logic. I wonder, do I have the... I don't have the parts, so they will break down or get struck by lightning and break down. Then I'll repair them, and then maybe I will get the plumbing parts. I could also just buy the plumbing parts to make them unbreakable. That's why I get the rooftop versions of these. They don't break. And I am growing the catnip plants because they are in season every season, so they can just sit outside and do their thing and not get interrupted by the seasons changing. Oh. I will wait for my rebate. No. What we're gonna do, you had come home with a project. Construct a bridge. Okay. We're gonna work on that. Gives you something to do. Thanks, Caleb, but no. This works on a skill I've already got mastered. Yeah. Just give me my goddamn rebate. I've had it fail to do so before, and I just cheat myself the money I'm supposed to have gotten. Because it's supposed to happen. It's not supposed to take all goddamn day. And yes, I have to physically pick up and put each one of those books into my inventory and then move it into the bookshelf. It's a pain in the ass. I hold on to all the things that you can sell to the council for when I have completed a collection, and then I can sell everything to a museum, basically. So my inventory is kind of a mess until I complete a collection. You're not going to do it, are you? Read the only book on that shelf. I'm going to give it a chance, but if it takes this long, it's probably just broken and not going to happen. So I will wait until 2, which is when that ends, and then I will just do it myself. I spent like 92. I needed to spend, wait, no. Yeah, I needed to spend 89. And I went over by like 3. I needed to spend down to like 61. So I should be okay. Wait. If I spend about 92,000, I should get about 9,200 back. If I just put myself at 68. Oh, do I remember the cheat offhand? Yes. Since you didn't do it yourself. Most of the time I use the console, it's to fix shit that is broken by mods, or just broken because it's broken, or that, yeah, I think shit that the game is supposed to do and just neglects to counts as just plain broken. And that's most of what I use it for. because either a mod has broken something and it doesn't work the way it should, which can get you stuck in some aspirations, or it's never worked right, or yeah, or it's something you've already done and the game just doesn't give you credit for it. So, yeah. But I gave it way more time than it needed to try to do its job, and it decided not to. I'm gonna pick up all this shit. There shouldn't be any to clean up. You're just reading one. So. The multi-select, I don't know if that's changed with newer updates, but it's only for selling, not for, I want to move all this shit all at once. But having all these skill books also means, oh, nope. Now we'll have more to do with our time, because the easier things to pick up, or things you were inclined to go out and do on your own, have already been done. There. Those are cleaned up. Let's get rid of those ugly ass fucking windows that I didn't want in the first place. Oh. Oop. You did grab one, just not the one I was aiming for. Oop. Downside of these windows, these ones specifically, is that because they're open holes in the wall, you can click through them. I did not consider that when I was putting them down. Ugly fucking mismatched windows. I don't like you in the first place. Put my walls back down. Put my walls back down. Honestly, I should probably just take the loss of value and hold on to these. Because they've already lost value. I will take my cheap stuff back. Oh, you can actually sit farther back on the desk. There. You are There's my cheap couch. And my cheap shower. And my cheap mirror. There. Okay. I could take back cheap fencing. Build discount item. There is not a gate that corresponds with you. Not that there was a gate for you at all. That's why there was just a gap. Actually, while it's actually showing where that was. It did preserve that there had been a gap and then it met in the middle. That they were two separate pieces. It didn't actually turn them into one. It just looked like it was turned into one. It preserved the seam right here. There. And that should totally be blocking any wind that would be approaching those, but it doesn't. Can just stay where they are. The rear hedge can stay. Actually, there. And I don't need to lock you again, do I? No. Good. Okay. Well, yeah. Now that that's done, I should probably get to doing other stuff. But that was the thing I was going to capture because it was safest to do.